Prophet Nubuju Ali and his divine inspiration of bringing us out of darkness into the marvelous light of ourselves. Islam? We appreciate the knowledge that our sister Grand Sheik gave to us concerning the ancient understanding of Kemet, Islam, and who are the true authors and owners of that particular thought. But I want to deal with something that deals with now, such as slavery. A lot of times we hear our people talk about this, I think you turned it on, this and that. Usually I don't use a microphone, you'll see why I get brought into my measure. Usually our people talks about things that deal with the ancient history of our ancestors that predates what we are doing today. But I want to talk about the Emancipation of Proclamation, which is supposed to have freed the slaves. Now listen, they said that they freed who? Talk to me, I want to hear you say it.
Slaves.
No, that's what it is according to the Constitution. It ain't what they say, it's what it is. Because we have not defined who we are yet. Until we get into our pedigree and our decent nature line, we're still locked up in that state of mind.
No.
Let's make that perfectly clear. I want to read some things that the Prophet Nubuju Ali demonstrated. And he said, according to all true and divine records, there's no such thing as Negro, color, and black. According to our Constitution, black according to science means death. And those names was given to people who were put in bondage. Now, if they say they freed the slaves, then who are the people in 2008? They were not identified by their pedigree. They were not, what were they freed into? They were freed into a system that deal with Anglo-Saxon ideas, Anglo-Saxon standards. Until we get our people out of this flimsy spider web, our work is yet to be done. Because the average brother and sister want the name of the oppressor. You cannot talk about Kemet and have the oppressor brand on your back and have the oppressor instrument in your pockets. Talk to me.
Islam.
Most of our people carry right today in their pocket an instrument called state ID,
Islam.
which means that you are a warrant of the state.
Peace.
You are a corporation under the U.S. government. We want to try to unravel that and get you back in the constitutional standards of your forefathers. Because a lot of times we'll talk about the ancient history of our mothers and fathers, but we never bring it to fruition for our own application. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes.
So listen, if they freed the slaves, under what color of law are you under today? Talk to me. If you don't have a nationality, a birthright, nor an ancient and divine creed, you are still property. Make no mistake about it. And prove to me that you're not. Most of you might be sitting out there with tags attached to you called Harris, Smith, Wilson, Jones, Culpeper, Washington, Jefferson, Taft, McKinley, Hardy, Van Buren, Pope, named after the presidents of this stolen sovereign land. Now, how are we going to unravel this? How are we going to get into who we are without being confused with some dumb junk? Because actually most of our people believe that they can go and find their own destiny on their own that links them across the water. Prove it. Individually you're searching for your genealogy. It's highly impossible. Because you belong to a nation. And without your nationhood, you're nothing. You're subjected to anything that the citizen care to bestow upon you. Because you don't have race pride. Why? Because you think it's racism. You're being fed with an artificial knowledge. Because when he let you out of what is called perpetuatory slavery, he put you in what is called modern slavery. All of your wealth. Let me step out here for a minute. All of your wealth, every dime you own that's in his bank is under his name. Your mortgage is under his name. Everything you have is under his name. And he can get up tomorrow as he puts you into the Constitution as an amended property. He can get up tomorrow and write you out.
That's right.
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing. So it's time to stop feeding our people this soft demonstration and bring them back to the constitutional knowledge of the ancestors.
Islam.
And be what you know and not what you're told. You got to work yourself into the spirit of your ancestors. This is not some afternoon lunch. This is about raising our people to have them to stand before the European Anglo-Saxon who came into El Morocco and took it and let them know this is our land.
Islam.
Not no Indians. You believe that dumb junk. There was some Indians over here. You actually let the criminal describe his own crime. 1600, he believed that the world was flat. He brought 100 million Africans over here from the continent. That's the biggest joke I ever heard in my entire life, and I've been here 52 years. Prove it. We was over here like we was over there. So what I want you to do, I want you just to think for a moment and ask yourself, who am I? What am I? Who are my forefathers? Why in 2008 we still do not have a definite nationality for a people? No wonder don't no other nation talk about you. There is not one nation on this earth that speak about you like they speak about the Palestinian or any other nation. No other nation speak up for you. Why? Because you're out of the constitutional fold of government.
Islam.
You're a chattel. You belong to the Europeans. And no other nation can stand up and say anything about you until you step up to the constitutional fold, because everyone has a right to a nationality.
Exactly.
No one should be arbitrarily denied the right to their nationality, nor the right to change it. Black, what does black mean?
Yeah.
Running through America calling yourself